3 days after my wife walked out, she was broke, humiliated, and sleeping on a couch. And I was the one holding all the cards. I didn't beg. I didn't chase. When Rachel dragged her suitcases to the door and said she was leaving, I stepped aside. Instead of falling apart, I called my lawyer and cut her out of my life. "You're not even going to fight for me, Jake?" That's what she wanted me, desperate, begging, promising anything. But why fight for someone already gone? We'd been married 3 years. I'm 34, running a construction crew, steady income, simple life. Rachel's 31, part-time in a boutique, living for Instagram likes. 6 months earlier, the cracks started. Snide comments about our starter house, complaints that her single friends looked freer, happier. She wanted more, bigger, flashier, faster. Then came the late nights, girls' nights, that ended at 2 a.m. Her phone face down, muted, with new passwords. And then, messages with her ex, Brandon. "It's not what you think, Jake. We're just talking." Talking? They were setting up a meet. When I confronted her, she flipped it back on me, jealous, controlling, insecure. That's when I knew. She wasn't drifting. She was staging her exit. Friday proved it. I came home from the site and found her ripping clothes from hangers, shoving them into a suitcase like the house was on fire. "Rachel, what are you doing?" She didn't even glance at me. Just kept cramming her life into bags, like I wasn't even in the room. "I'm done, Jake. This marriage isn't working. I'm moving out tonight." Her voice was flat, final, like she'd practiced the line in a mirror. 3 years of marriage, zipped into a suitcase. "What do you mean you're moving out? We haven't even talked about this." "There's nothing to talk about. My mind's made up. Don't try to stop me." She thought I'd collapse, beg, hand her the power. Instead, I looked her in the eye. "Okay." One word. That's all it took. She froze, suitcase handle clenched like a lifeline. "Jake, you're not even going to fight for our marriage?" Fight for what? A wife already halfway out the door? Someone who called messaging her ex just talking? I didn't shout. I didn't move toward her. That calm, it cut deeper than anger ever could. Her face twisted into fury. "Fine. Don't say I didn't give you a chance to fix this." She dragged her suitcase out, slamming the door hard enough to rattle the frames. The second her taillights vanished, I reached for the phone. Not to beg, not to chase, but to call someone who'd make sure Rachel's fresh start ended before it even began. You don't bargain with someone walking out. You close the door. The moment Rachel's car disappeared, I dialed Mark, my lawyer and friend since high school. "She left, Mark. Bags packed, said she's done. What do I do to protect myself?" First, the money. Are the credit cards joint, or is she just an authorized user? "Authorized," I told him. "All of them in my name. Cancel them tonight. Leave the joint checking account alone, but shut her off from everything tied to you. House in your name? Mine. Bought it before we even met." "Good. Change the locks tomorrow. And take photos of what she leaves behind. If she claims you stole anything, you'll be covered." So that's what I did. 2 hours Friday night canceling every card. Saturday morning, a locksmith swapped every lock. $400 worth every cent. By noon, I was walking room to room, snapping photos of furniture, her clothes, even the makeup on the counter. She stormed out, demanding freedom, but left behind most of her life. And Rachel? She had no safety net. For months, she'd been burning through my paycheck on dinners, designer clothes, luxury makeup, but never saving a dime. She strutted away with handbags and heels, but no independence. By Sunday morning, my phone lit up. And for the first time, her voice wasn't cold. It was panicked. Actions have price tags. Hers just came due. "Jake, what did you do? My cards aren't working." Sunday morning, her voice cracked through the phone, sharp with panic. "You said you were moving out, Rachel, so I cut off your access. You can't just cut me off from money. I could, and I had. The accounts were mine. She'd only ever had access because of me. I didn't ask for a divorce, Jake. I just needed space. Space doesn't come with unlimited credit. And she'd already yanked $800 from the joint account the day she left. That's not enough to live on. Then maybe you should have thought about that before walking out, I told her. She hung up. Monday, Tiffany called. The same friend who'd been whispering poison in Rachel's ear. Jake, it's Tiffany. Rachel's with me. She's struggling. Can't you just talk to her? I laughed. Struggling? She strutted out, bragging about being free. She just needed space. That doesn't mean she wanted the marriage over. Actually, that's exactly what it meant. Silence. Tiffany knew it too. Tuesday, Rachel called again. This time her voice was small. Jake, I'm on Tiffany's couch. It's not working out. I need to come home. Not your home anymore, Rachel. You made that choice. Wednesday night, I heard pounding at my front door. Rachel, suitcase in hand, jamming her old key into the lock. It didn't turn. She started yelling. Jake, I know you're in there. Open the door. I stepped outside just as my neighbor Mike walked over. Everything okay, Jake? Mike, tell him this is my house. He locked me out. Wait, didn't you tell me Sunday you were finally free and ready to live your life? Her face went crimson. She'd bragged to the neighbors about being free, and now they were watching her beg. The show she wanted ended in humiliation. By Thursday, Rachel was running out of plays. She tried my job first, thinking my own crew would carry her message. Chris, my foreman, picked up. Jake's busy, Rachel. And no, we're not passing messages along. Click. Another door slammed in her face. That evening, she turned to my mom. Worst choice she could make. Rachel, you've been griping about Jake for months. Now you're mad because he believed you? You packed your bags. Adults live with their choices. Rachel tried begging. My mom shut her down. Friday, she dialed my sister Laura. Laura, please, talk to Jake for me. He won't listen. Why would I? You walked out, Rachel. He built a life with you, and you tossed it aside. Burn the bridge. You swim the river alone. Every attempt ended the same. Her I made a mistake routine wasn't landing anymore. By the weekend, she showed up at my house again. No fury this time, just desperation. Tears streaking her face, suitcase dragging like dead weight. Jake, please. I love you. I don't want a divorce. Funny, she didn't love me enough to talk before she left. She bragged to the neighbors about being finally free. Tiffany heard her gloat about exploring options. Now here she was, sobbing at the same door she slammed. She wanted sympathy. What she got were witnesses. By Saturday, Rachel had one last card to play. She showed up with her sister Nicole, like bringing backup would erase the past. Jake, Rachel realizes she made a mistake. She wants to come home. I looked past Nicole. Rachel's eyes stayed glued to the ground. Jake, I'll go to counseling. I'll change. Just, please, let me back in. But I didn't see love. I saw fear, comfort slipping through her fingers. Don't you still love me? I love the woman I married, not the one who bragged about being free and walked out without a word. Nicole tried again. Jake, everyone makes mistakes. Don't you think your marriage is worth fighting for? I've fought for it every day for 3 years. She gave up in one night. They left without another word. Weeks later, she tried through my sister Laura. Same plea, same rejection. 2 months later, Mark called with the real kicker. You won't believe this, Jake. Rachel's lawyer reached out asking if you'd consider counseling instead of divorce. I laughed. She wasn't chasing love. She was chasing security. Her parents were sick of supporting her, tired of a 31-year-old crashing back in their house. The divorce went through. Rachel moved 3 hours away to her parents' place and took a desk job at an insurance office. The woman who thought suburbia was a prison now sat locked in a cubicle. Me, I moved on. I met Emily, a teacher with her own life, her own home. And Rachel? She once said, I never fought for our marriage. She was wrong. I fought every day by being faithful, by showing up, by building a home. She threw it all away chasing something better that never existed. If someone shows you they're willing to walk out, believe them the first time. Don't chase, don't beg, don't unlock doors for people who already slammed them shut. Because when they crawl back, it's not for love, it's for comfort. And the strongest thing you can do is never let them in again. What do you think? Was I right to cut her off, or should I have given her another chance? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if this story hit you, subscribe. Here, every betrayal finds its ending.